Hey, I noticed you've been stepping out for smoke breaks more often lately. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just stressed with the project deadline coming up?
I get that work is intense right now, but isn't smoking making things worse? You mentioned wanting to quit last month.
I know. I had quit for 3 weeks, but then everything piled up and I caved. It's embarrassing.
Don't be embarrassed. Breaking a bad habit is really hard. What made you start again?
Honestly, I was at a client dinner and everyone was smoking outside. The temptation just hit me like a truck.
So, social situations are your trigger. Have you thought about avoiding those smoking areas completely?
I've tried, but it's awkward when everyone else goes out. I feel left out, which sounds ridiculous for a grown adult.
It doesn't sound ridiculous at all. Peer pressure doesn't disappear after high school. What if you brought gum or mints instead?
That might work. The thing is, it's not just the nicotine. It's the break from my desk, the fresh air, the routine.
Then maybe you need to replace the habit, not just eliminate it. Take walks without cigarettes or do breathing exercises.
Breathing exercises? That sounds a bit too zen for me. I'm more of a quick fix kind of person.
That's exactly the problem with your approach. Quick fixes led you right back to smoking. You need a sustainable plan.
You're right. I've been sabotaging myself by thinking I can just power through with willpower alone.
Willpower is overrated. You need strategies and support. Have you considered nicotine patches or talking to your doctor?
I haven't, but maybe I should. This conversation is making me realize I've been making excuses instead of making changes.
That's a good first step. Admitting you need help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Want me to help you research some options?
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Thanks for not judging me. I've been pretty hard on myself about this whole thing.
We all have our battles. The important thing is you're willing to fight yours. Let's figure this out together.
Deal. Starting tomorrow, no more excuses. I'm going to actually take this seriously this time.
We need to talk about the kitchen situation. I came home to dirty dishes piled in the sink again.
I know. I'm sorry. I was running late this morning and promised myself I'd clean them tonight.
That's what you said 3 days ago. The dishes from Monday are still sitting there growing mold.
You're right, and I feel terrible about it. I have this really bad habit of procrastinating on chores.
It's not just procrastination anymore. It's affecting our living space, and honestly, it's disrespectful to me as your roommate.
I completely understand why you're frustrated. I don't even know why I do this. It's like I see the mess and my brain just shuts down.
Is it overwhelming? Maybe we need to break it down into smaller tasks so it feels more manageable.
Maybe. I think part of it is that I grew up with parents who did everything for me. I never learned proper habits.
That makes sense, but you're an adult now. You can't use your upbringing as an excuse forever. What's your plan to change?
Honestly, I don't have one. Every time I try to be more organized, I fall back into old patterns within a week.
What if we set up a schedule? You do dishes right after dinner, no exceptions. I'll even set a reminder on your phone.
A reminder might actually help. Sometimes I genuinely forget because I'm caught up in work or Netflix.
Netflix is definitely part of the problem. You binge watch shows instead of handling responsibilities. That's another bad habit.
Ouch, but fair. I do use TV as an escape from things I don't want to deal with. It's easier than facing the mess.
Escapism only makes things worse in the long run. The mess doesn't disappear, it just gets bigger and more stressful.
You're absolutely right. I need to stop running from my responsibilities. Can you hold me accountable when you see me slipping?
I can do that, but you have to actually want to change. I can't force you to be a better roommate.
I do want to change. Living in chaos is exhausting, and I hate disappointing you. Let's start fresh with this new system.
Okay, fresh start. But if I see those dishes sitting for more than 12 hours, we're having another serious conversation.
Deal. And thank you for being direct with me. I need that push sometimes, even when it's uncomfortable to hear. This is the 4th time you've been late this month. We need to address this pattern before it becomes a bigger issue.
I'm really sorry. Traffic was insane this morning.
There was an accident on the highway that backed everything up.
Traffic happens to everyone, but somehow the rest of the team manages to arrive on time. What's really going on?
Honestly, I'm not a morning person. I hit snooze like 5 times every day, and then I'm rushing to get out the door.
So you're aware of the habit, but you're not doing anything to change it. That's concerning from a professional standpoint.
I know it looks bad. I've tried setting my alarm earlier, but I just end up hitting snooze more times. It's like I'm on autopilot.
Have you considered putting your alarm across the room so you have to physically get up to turn it off?
That's actually a good idea. I keep my phone right next to my bed, so it's way too easy to just tap snooze.
Small changes like that can make a big difference, but I need you to understand that being late affects the whole team, not just you.
How does it affect everyone else? I thought it was mainly my problem, since I'm just missing the first few minutes.
We have morning briefings that you miss, which means someone has to catch you up later. It also sets a bad example for newer employees.
I never thought about it that way. I was being selfish, thinking my lateness only impacted me. That's really embarrassing.
I appreciate you acknowledging that. Now let's talk about concrete steps. Can you commit to being here by 9 sharp, starting Monday?
Yes, absolutely. I'll set multiple alarms, put my phone across the room, and maybe even prep my clothes the night before.
Those are all good strategies. What about going to bed earlier? Late nights might be part of why mornings are so hard.
You're probably right. I stay up too late scrolling through social media. That's another bad habit I need to tackle.
One habit at a time. Focus on punctuality first, then work on your evening routine. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Thanks for being understanding while still holding me accountable. I really don't want to lose this job over something so preventable.
You won't lose your job, but you do need to show improvement. I believe you can do this. Let's check in next Friday.
Perfect. I'll prove to you that I can turn this around. No more excuses, just action.
Can we please have dinner without your phone for once? You've checked it like 20 times in the last 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, I'm just waiting for an important email from work. I'll put it away in a second.
You said that yesterday and the day before. It's always just one more check, but then you're scrolling through Instagram.
That's not fair. Sometimes I do need to check work stuff. You make it sound like I'm completely addicted.
Aren't you, though? You literally reach for your phone the moment there's any silence in conversation. It's become automatic.
Okay, maybe I do check it more than I should, but everyone's on their phones all the time. It's normal now.
Just because something is common doesn't make it healthy. When was the last time we had a full conversation without your phone interrupting?
I don't know. Last week, maybe? You're making this into a bigger deal than it needs to be.
It is a big deal to me. I feel like I'm competing with your phone for your attention. That's not how relationships should work.
I hadn't realized it was bothering you this much. Why didn't you say something sooner?
I did say something multiple times, but you brush it off or promise to change, and then nothing actually changes.
You're right. I have been dismissive. I guess I didn't want to admit that I might have a problem with phone use.
Admitting it is the first step. So what are you going to do about it? Because I can't keep having half conversations with you.
Maybe I could try leaving my phone in another room during meals, and definitely no phones in the bedroom at night.
Those would be great starts. What about setting specific times to check social media instead of constantly scrolling?
I could try that. It's going to be hard, though. I don't even realize I'm picking up my phone half the time.
That's what makes it a habit. Your brain is on autopilot. You need to create new patterns and stick with them consistently.
Will you call me out when you see me mindlessly scrolling? I might need that external reminder until the new habits stick.
Of course I will. I want us to actually connect, not just exist in the same space while you're absorbed in your screen.
I want that too. I'm sorry I've been choosing my phone over quality time with you. That changes starting now.
I appreciate you hearing me out. Let's make tonight phone-free and really enjoy our dinner together, okay?
I'm worried about you. Every time I visit, I find candy wrappers and empty chip bags everywhere. What's going on?
It's nothing. I just snack when I'm working from home. Everyone does it.
This isn't normal snacking. This is binge eating. Are you stressed about something you're not telling me?
Maybe. A little stressed. Work has been crazy, and I broke up with Sarah last month. Food just makes me feel better.
I understand emotional eating, but this is affecting your health. You've gained weight and you look exhausted all the time.
I know I have a problem, okay? You don't need to point it out. I see myself in the mirror every day, and I hate it.
I'm not trying to shame you. I'm trying to help you. When did this pattern start?
Probably after the breakup. I'd come home to an empty apartment and just eat to fill the loneliness. Sounds pathetic, doesn't it?
It doesn't sound pathetic. It sounds like you're hurting and using food to cope. But there are healthier ways to deal with pain.
Like what? Therapy? I'm not really the type to sit on a couch and talk about my feelings.
Therapy might actually help, but even small changes could make a difference. What if you meal prepped healthy options on some days?
I guess I could try that. The problem is when I'm feeling down, I don't want carrots. I want ice cream and pizza.
Those cravings are chemical reactions in your brain. The more junk food you eat, the more your body demands it. It's a cycle.
So, how do I break the cycle? I've tried willpower and it lasts about 2 days before I'm face down in a bag of cookies.
Willpower fails because you're fighting against ingrained patterns. You need to replace the habit, not just remove it.
What do you mean replace it? Like eat healthier snacks instead?
Partly, yes, but also find other ways to handle emotions. Call a friend when you're lonely. Go for a walk when you're stressed.
That sounds exhausting. Eating is easy. It's right there in my kitchen and it makes me feel good instantly.
It makes you feel good for 5 minutes, then you feel guilty and worse than before. Is that really worth it?
No, you're right. I'm stuck in this horrible cycle of eating, feeling terrible, then eating more to feel better. It's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It's human. But you deserve better than this. Let me help you create a plan that actually works.
Okay, I'm ready to try something different because what I'm doing now clearly isn't working. Thanks for caring enough to push me.
The presentation is tomorrow, and you still haven't sent me your slides. This is becoming a pattern with you.
I know, I'm so sorry. I work better under pressure, so I always end up doing things at the last minute.
That might work for you, but it puts unnecessary stress on the whole team. We needed time to review and coordinate.
You're absolutely right. I don't know why I do this to myself. It's like I can't start anything until the deadline is breathing down my neck.
That's called procrastination, and it's a terrible habit for a professional. What's really stopping you from starting earlier?
Honestly, I think it's perfectionism. If I start early, I have more time to overthink and doubt every decision I make.
So you'd rather create a crisis than risk making something imperfect? That logic doesn't really make sense.
I know it sounds crazy when you say it like that, but in my head, if I only have 2 hours, I can't obsess over details.
But the work suffers. Your presentations are always rushed and incomplete. You're capable of so much better.
That's the worst part. I know I could do better if I managed my time properly. I'm sabotaging my own success.
Exactly. So what's your plan to change this? Because I can't keep covering for you when you miss deadlines.
Maybe I need to break projects into smaller tasks with mini deadlines instead of one big, scary deadline that I avoid.
That's actually a solid strategy, and you should schedule those tasks in your calendar like they're real meetings.
Treating them like meetings is a good idea. I never skip meetings, but I constantly push back my own work deadlines.
Because meetings have accountability. You need to create that same accountability for yourself or ask someone to check in on you.
Would you be willing to be my accountability partner? Just a quick check-in message every few days.
I can do that, but you have to be honest with me. Don't tell me you're on track if you haven't even started.
Deal. I promise I'll be honest, even when it's embarrassing to admit I've been procrastinating again.
Good. Now about tomorrow's presentation. Can you send me what you have by 6 tonight so I can at least review it?
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for calling me out on this. I need someone to push me sometimes.
That's what good colleagues do. But ultimately, you're the only one who can change your habits. I can't do it for you.
It's 3 in the morning and I can still hear you gaming through the walls. This is getting out of hand.
Sorry, Mom, I'll keep it down. I was in the middle of a raid and couldn't just quit.
This isn't about noise. It's about you gaming until dawn every single night and then sleeping all day. You're 25 years old.
I have a remote job, so it doesn't matter when I sleep. I get my work done.
Does it really not matter? Because you look exhausted. You're not eating properly and you have zero social life outside of online friends.
My online friends are real friends. Just because we don't hang out in person doesn't make them less valid.
I'm not dismissing your friendships. I'm worried about your health and your future. Gaming 12 hours a day isn't sustainable.
It's not 12 hours. That's an exaggeration. Maybe 6 or 7 hours tops.
6 or 7 hours every single day is still excessive. When was the last time you went outside for something other than getting food delivered?
I don't know. Maybe last week? Look, I know it seems bad, but gaming is how I relax after work. What's wrong with that?
Nothing is wrong with relaxing. Everything is wrong with gaming being your only activity. You're isolating yourself completely.
I'm not isolating. I talk to people online constantly. We voice chat during games and everything.
That's not the same as real human interaction. You're hiding behind a screen because it feels safer than the real world.
Maybe I am. Real life is stressful and complicated. In games, everything makes sense. There are clear goals and rewards.
But life isn't a game. You can't earn achievements for paying bills or building real relationships. Those things require actual effort.
I know that. You think I don't know that? It's just easier to escape into something where I feel successful.
You're using games as a coping mechanism, and that's turning into an addiction. Have you considered talking to someone professional about this?
A therapist for gaming? That seems extreme. I can quit whenever I want to.
Can you, though? Because every time you say you'll cut back, you're right back to all-night sessions within a day.
Okay, maybe I have less control than I thought. It's just so hard to stop once I start playing. One more game turns into 5 more.
That's exactly what addiction looks like. I'm not judging you, but I am asking you to take this seriously and get help.
All right, I'll look into some resources, but I'm not promising I'll quit completely. Gaming is part of who I am.
Your blood pressure is concerning. Combined with your anxiety symptoms, we need to discuss your caffeine intake.
I don't drink that much coffee, just a few cups to get through the day.
According to your journal, you're consuming 6 to 8 cups daily. That's excessive, and it's impacting your health.
But I need it to function. Without coffee, I can barely keep my eyes open. I'm exhausted all the time.
You're exhausted because you're overstimulating your system with caffeine, which disrupts your sleep quality. It's a vicious cycle.
So what am I supposed to do? Just quit cold turkey and be useless at work?
Quitting suddenly would cause withdrawal headaches. We need to taper down gradually, maybe 1 cup less per week.
I tried cutting back before, and I got these horrible migraines. I couldn't concentrate on anything.
Those were withdrawal symptoms. They're temporary and manageable with proper hydration and timing your reduction.
How long did the headaches last? Because I have important meetings coming up, and I can't afford to be out of commission.
Usually 3 to 5 days if you reduce slowly. But staying on this much caffeine will lead to worse problems long term.
Like what? I thought coffee was supposed to be healthy. All those studies about antioxidants and stuff.
Moderate coffee consumption can be healthy. 8 cups a day is not moderate. You're experiencing heart palpitations, anxiety, and insomnia.
The insomnia is the worst. I lie awake for hours, which is why I need so much coffee the next day. I can't win.
That's exactly the cycle we need to break. Have you considered why you started drinking so much coffee in the first place?
It started in college during finals week. Everyone was chugging coffee to study. Then it just became my normal.
So it's been a habit for years. Changing it will take time and commitment. Are you willing to try?
I guess I have to if it's affecting my health. What if I switch to tea? Does that count as reducing caffeine?
Tea has less caffeine, so yes, that's a step in the right direction, but you still need to reduce your total intake.
Okay, I'll try replacing my afternoon coffees with herbal tea. That's 2 cups right there.
That's a great start. And let's schedule a follow-up in 3 weeks to see how you're managing and check your blood pressure again.
Sounds good. I really don't want to end up with serious heart problems just because I can't give up my coffee habit. That's the 3rd session you've canceled this month. If you want results, you actually have to show up.
I know, I'm sorry. Something always comes up. Last week it was a work emergency, then my car broke down.
I understand life happens, but I'm seeing a pattern. You're finding reasons not to work out rather than making it a priority.
That's harsh. I do want to work out. I hired you, didn't I? I'm just really busy.
Everyone is busy. The people who see results are the ones who show up anyway, tired or not.
But I'm exhausted after work. The thought of exercising makes me want to take a nap instead.
That's because you're not exercising regularly. If you built the habit, you'd actually have more energy, not less.
That doesn't make sense. How does burning calories give me more energy?
Exercise releases endorphins, improves sleep quality, and boosts your metabolism, but you have to do it consistently to feel those benefits.
Consistently is the hard part. I'm great for the first week, then I lose motivation and skip a session, then another, then I quit.
What makes you lose motivation? Is it boredom with the routine or something else?
Honestly, I think I expect immediate results, and when I don't see changes right away, I get discouraged.
Fitness doesn't work that way. You need months of consistent effort to see significant changes. There are no shortcuts.
That's so discouraging. Months sounds like forever. Why can't there be a faster way?
Because real change takes time. Those Instagram transformations you see, most are either fake or the result of years of work.
I knew social media was messing with my expectations. I see these perfect bodies and think I should look like that in 6 weeks.
Exactly. And when reality doesn't match the fantasy, you quit. You need realistic expectations and patience.
So what do I do? How do I stop this cycle of starting and quitting?
First, commit to showing up even when you don't feel like it. Make it non-negotiable, like brushing your teeth.
But what if I'm really tired or sore? Shouldn't I listen to my body?
There's a difference between being tired and being injured. We can modify workouts for low energy days, but canceling isn't the answer.
Okay, I can try that. No more cancellations unless I'm actually sick or injured. Tiredness isn't an excuse anymore.
I noticed you've been biting your nails again. I thought you'd stop doing that.
I had stopped for a while, but then stress at work kicked in and I relapsed. It's such an embarrassing habit.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Bad habits are hard to break. Trust me, I smoked for 10 years.
But you quit smoking. That's way harder than stopping nail biting. This feels like such a stupid thing to struggle with.
Don't minimize it. Any habit that's causing you distress is worth addressing. Why do you bite your nails?
Anxiety, mostly. When I'm stressed or nervous, my hands just go to my mouth automatically. I don't even realize I'm doing it.
That's the tricky part about unconscious habits. Your brain is on autopilot. Have you tried wearing gloves or bitter nail polish?
I tried the bitter polish and it worked for a few days, but then I got used to the taste. Sounds gross, I know.
Not gross, just human. Our brains are incredibly adaptable, even to things designed to stop us. You need multiple strategies.
Like what? I've tried fidget toys, rubber bands on my wrist, keeping my hands busy. Nothing sticks long term.
Maybe because you're treating the symptom instead of the cause. If anxiety triggers the biting, you need to address the anxiety.
How did you deal with smoking triggers? You must have had moments where you desperately wanted a cigarette.
All the time, especially early on. I learned to pause and recognize the craving instead of automatically reaching for cigarettes.
Pause and recognize. That sounds simple, but probably isn't. How do you actually do that in the moment?
When you feel the urge to bite, stop and ask yourself what you're feeling. Stressed, bored, anxious? Name the emotion.
And then what? Just naming it makes the urge go away?
Not immediately, but it breaks the automatic response. Then you can choose a different action, like deep breathing or squeezing a stress ball.
I guess it's about creating new pathways in my brain. Replace the bad habit with something neutral or positive.
Exactly. It takes time, though. I probably wanted to smoke every day for the first 6 months after quitting.
6 months? That's so long. I don't know if I have that kind of patience.
You do. You just don't believe you do yet. Small progress every day adds up. Look how far your nails could grow in 6 months.
That's true. Right now, they're so damaged and short. It would be nice to have normal-looking hands again.
Then commit to trying. Not perfectly, just consistently. And call me when you're struggling instead of biting your nails.
You'd really do that? Just talk me through a craving?
Of course, that's what friends are for. Besides, helping you helps me remember why I quit my own bad habit.